Every week, I look inside the ad accounts that are spending 3 to 5K a month, and I'm looking at people's accounts that come to us, and I'm actually seeing that people are making the same mistake over and over again. People come to us to see if we can help them with their problems. And what I find is that they're usually running like one or two ad angles and maybe just even one single video. And then they're kind of wondering why nothing's scaling, and their ads managers are telling them to just put more money on. But I figured that in this video today, if I could show you what Facebook's algorithm is actually doing with your ads right now, and also I wanted to share with you how one of our clients actually dropped their cost per acquisition from over $400 down to $278 without changing a thing in their funnel. That's the important thing. Would you be interested in listening to that? Yeah. Hello, I'm Tina and I'm from tinasanford.com. And since 2019, I've actually helped lots of businesses to actually re-engage with their cold leads and also been turning underperforming funnels into high converting assets without having to rebuild entire marketing systems. Now, I really wanted to share with you what I keep seeing in case this is important for you too. Now, I'm seeing that people are definitely following all the scaling rules that they know from the gurus and stuff, and they are writing their one strong ad, maybe two strong ads, and they're targeting their ideal audience. They know it's the right audience, and they follow the budget increases that people are teaching them, and then it stalls. Yeah, this is what I keep seeing again and again. And I wanted to share with you that the issue is not your copy, okay? It's not even your funnel, okay? It's actually the fact that you're talking to one person, you're talking about one problem in one way, okay? And it's like you're talking to lots of people, but it's like a little group there, okay? And what is actually happening right now, Facebook, despite the fact that you know in your ads manager that you're targeting about 2 million people, Facebook's only serving that one ad to about 200,000, okay? And it's serving it to people who it thinks it deems relevant, okay? So even though your audience is broad, your ad, if you can imagine, is only hitting a small slice of that audience. And this is happening across the board. And what's happening is the algorithm actually favors relevance, not actual audience size. It's changing, you know. So what we're finding is this: if your messaging is narrow, your reach is also narrow, even if your targeting in the ads manager says otherwise. So your question probably is, what's actually working right now? Well, this is what I want to share. Clients who are scaling profitably are actually creating dozens and dozens of ad angles right now. They are not repeating the one message that used to work. They're speaking to every single micro problem their ideal clients actually face. Now you know this. Do you want to know how to get started? Because I want to share this with you. Here's what you do, okay? The first thing you do, okay, you want to start by getting granular about the transformation that you provide. I don't want you to just think about the big picture. I want you to look at what your clients are actually going through, okay? You want to dig deep, and you want to think about what problems actually come up at the start, okay? What do they struggle with in the middle, okay? What kind of fears show up right before the breakthrough? I mean, you want to go through the whole journey that they go through. Just write them all down, okay? And that's your roadmap to start working from. The second thing that you want to do is you're going to take each of those problems and then you're going to write your ad copy that speaks directly to each one, okay? There's no fluff in this. This needs to be direct, okay? And you keep it really, really tight. And you want each ad to sound like you're actually reading their mind so that they connect with you. So they go, they're talking directly to me, because every person in your audience is experiencing something slightly different because we're all humans. And your job, is to make each person feel seen, make them feel like you understand them. The third thing, once you've got all that sorted out, is what you do is you launch each of these variations to that 2 million audience, and you want to run them simultaneously, okay? Let the algorithm actually work with more data for you instead of trying to force one message into every corner of your audience. And now what's actually happened is you're actually giving Facebook a toolkit to work with. And what will happen is each ad will find its match with your ideal clients. And then you'll finally start to see like the scale actually sticks, okay? This is actually something we've done really recently with one of our clients, well, Hannah and Keith. They were just running one ad, okay? This is what their ads manager was doing, and it had worked, okay? So this is what I want you to listen to. It had worked, but it ceased working since last September. It was getting worse and worse and worse. And what had happened was eventually the CPA ballooned to over $400. And what we did was when they came to us, we broke down their offer into 10 new angles and we run each of them as a separate ad testing, okay? Now, within weeks, it was incredible. The cost had dropped down to $278, okay? And then they were back on the path to profit, okay? Can you imagine how scary it was before that? Now, if you want to try this in your own ad account, you can follow. I've got all my notes here, okay? All of them. I'm actually making it into a playbook this afternoon, okay? So if you want this, just comment the word book below and I can send this to you to download, okay? And I'm going to call it turning one topic into 15 ad angles that you can test, okay? And they'll be for your ideal clients. And that will ensure that when you're targeting your 2 million, Facebook's going to take that offer to the individual people who've got a slightly different thing going on, okay? So this is not about spending more, okay? You can keep the funnel exactly the same. It's actually about kind of saying more, okay? And the clients that are scaling right now, they're the ones speaking to more of their market more often right now, okay? So it's important to know that. Okay, cheerio.